This is an example of an equilibrium problem involving a non-concurrent force system. We need to find the support forces provided by roller Q in knifed edge D. We begin this problem by drawing a free body diagram of the situation. The knifed edge at P is replaced by reaction forces Px and Py. The roller at Q is replaced by an upward force in the positive y direction. The next step is to break two-dimensional forces into their components. Force C is made up of Cx and Cy. Cx is equal to C cosine theta, which can be simplified to 1.22 kips. Cy is equal to C sine theta. Cy can be solved and is equal to 1.46 kips. We move on to finding the forces in our support. We can choose either support to take the moments about. It's important to choose the point where the most lines of actions pass through, therefore removing them from the equation. Point Q was chosen as our moment center because it meets the following criteria, eliminating Cx, Cy, and Px. This will allow us to isolate and solve for Py. Take the sum of the moments about Q and set it equal to 0. Py is 7.5 feet away and rotates the system clockwise. A is 2.6 kips and is 6.5 feet from Q. It also rotates the system clockwise. B is 7 kips and is 4 feet from Q. It rotates the system counterclockwise. Group like terms, divide by 7.5, and solve for Py. The fourth step will yield Px. To solve for Px, we will sum the forces in the x direction and set them equal to 0. There are only two forces in the x direction, so they must cancel each other out. Our answer yields a negative value for Px. This is due to the direction Px was drawn in the free body diagram. Since we assumed Px was positive, our math proved our assumption wrong. We had the magnitude of Px correct. All we have to do is fix the direction. Px actually acts to the left in our drawing. Our final step is to sum the forces in the y direction, set it equal to 0, and find our remaining force Py. We include all vertical forces. And after grouping like terms, we can see that Q minus 1.46 equals 0. This means that Q equals 1.46 kips. We have found our three unknown forces, Px, Py, and Q.